Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is September 2nd and day 2 prompt for September. For Scraptember is white background. So I have my white sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock for my background. I've pulled out a couple scraps of paper, some wood veneer, and some washi, and I have two photos here. This is Christopher and I, and this is the bed and breakfast that we stayed at in Leavenworth, which is called Abendblume. So I am going to figure out something with this to keep the white background, hopefully so that you can see it's a white background. So let's see what I can do. Alright, so I'm starting out with varying shades of teal, bluish, greenish papers because I really think that they're beautiful colors. Let's just be real. So I have this photo. It is Christopher and I, and it was a portrait photo, and I went ahead and cut it down to a 4x4 square. I do have another photo of us in this exact same position that is almost the exact same photo. So if I want to scrapbook it with the background in full view, I still have that option. So I'm not completely ruining that beautiful background that we have there. However, I wanted an up-close photo with us in by the bed and breakfast that we stayed at, so that is why I cut it down. And then I ended up cutting it down to 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 so I could put a white mat on it over top of the kind of harlequin blue pattern that I have going on there, which you can obviously see is a winter pattern because there is snowflakes on the other side. Now, I am going to put some tulle behind this photo because my layout is not going to be super involved, you guys. I really want it to kind of take the prompt and really just, you know, I don't want to say celebrate the prompt. That sounds so pretentious, but I really want it to just follow that prompt where it is a white background, so I wanted to have as much of a white background as possible. So that is why I'm putting the tulle up, because I feel like it needs a little extra something. Otherwise, this layout is going to be super plain. And then, of course, I'm using some wood veneer from MK Shop, some assemblage required. These wood veneers turned out to be perfect to go with this layout. So I have my photo of us, and I'm going to overlap it on the 4x6 photo as well. And then I'm going to figure out where I want to get some of this washi tape in here. Now, washi tape is a super easy and fun way, at least I think, to add color and texture to your page. So I have gone through and picked out a bunch of, like I said, the colors that I'm using, kind of teal, blue, not really teal, but blues and greens and those kinds of things. And then I'm also going to grab some letter stickers because, you know, I forgot that I needed letter stickers for my title. So yeah, using all the winter collection B-sides, I guess. So I'm going to figure out where I want the photos to be, and it kind of in the center of the layout, but just slightly down towards the bottom. So I'm going to layer up some washi tape. So this is not exactly a stacked washi layout. I don't think there is enough. Well, maybe it's a mini stacked washi layout. And I put it on that side because I wanted it to cover the gap between the photo, the 4x6 landscape photo, and where the photo of us up close was going to go. And for some reason, I put the washi on the wrong side. So I had to pull that bad boy up and put it over on the left-hand side so that it would lay correctly. Then I'm going to put some more washi down here on the bottom. And this is where it's starting to really look like a stacked washi layout. But I needed that washi down there on the bottom so that I could place my title. And since the title is Abendblume, I knew that I was going to need a good amount of washi to kind of lay down there, because it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those thickers for one word for the title. So I knew I was going to need a good base to stick those letters on there. Now, of course, I don't have any more A's in this sticker pack, so I'm just using a V upside down. And I actually started to cut out the inside of a bracket so that I could put the line across the A, but I cut it and it snapped and it went flying across the room and I have no idea where it is. So I just decided I wasn't going to do that again, because I don't need little like dying bits of thickers flying all over the room and not being able to find them. It's senseless. So I'm not even going to worry about that. What I am going to worry about is how to decorate this layout. Now, of course, I did toy with the idea of bringing in florals, because why not? I think that this page would lend itself really good for florals. I do end up bringing in florals, but not the kind of flowers I was thinking of. I was thinking of fabric or paper flowers. I end up bringing in wood veneer flowers, which I think is awesome. Now, I decided to do a little bit of a mini stack of washi up here as well. And I didn't want it to completely match either one of the stacks that I had going on down here lower in the layout. But I did want to make sure that I had that wood veneer washi tape up at the top as well. I thought that that was important to kind of have that color both at the top of the page and the bottom of the page, so that it really balances it out. Because this is just a white background, I didn't want it to feel like the page was either gonna fall forward or topple over on itself, so I didn't want that. So I'm going to figure out which ones of these words that I'm going to use. I do trim down the leading bits of the cursive letters. It was just a little bit too long to fit where I wanted it to fit, but I am going to adhere them all down over top of the washi tape. Now, I will tell you guys that this has adhesive on the back of it, and I think it's going to stick on the washi tape just fine without having to add any extra glue. However, those thickers letters are not going to be that fantastic. They do need extra glue to adhere them down so that they don't slide off the washi. I am going to use my favorite liquid adhesive. You guys already know what that is because I use it all the time. So I'm going to just add a little bit of glue on each one of these letters and then stick it down so that it stays over top of the washi tape. Now, I felt like this layout needed a little bit of something extra on it, but I didn't want to bring in enamel dots or rhinestones or anything like that. So I just grabbed my Ornament Gold Chroma Mist from Brutus Monroe, and I'm going to splatter that mist just around the wood veneer parts, and now it's got these little pretty splatters of gold on there, and that makes me ridiculously happy. I feel like this would be the best like introduction page to the Abendblume / Leavenworth trip. I don't think I have enough photos for an entire album, but if I do, this will be a great title page. If I don't, this will be a great page to start in the album. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.